Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the stage the 2022 Columbus Celebration Weekend Chair, Lawrence Ariana.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 78th Annual Columbus Celebration Gala. The gala is part of the Columbus Weekend celebration, which includes a wreath-laying ceremony at Columbus Circle, Mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral on Monday, followed by the Columbus Day Parade. This celebration is considered by many to be the most important commemoration of the contribution by Italians and Italian Americans to our great country. We are grateful to the talented individuals who continue to have a positive mark on the Italian American community and who help instill pride in our heritage. In particular, I would like to congratulate our Grand Marshal, Tom Lozano, and our honoree, William Emilio. You will learn a lot more about these two outstanding Italian Americans later in the program. The Columbus Citizens Foundation has assisted children and young adults in need of financial support so they can realize their educational dreams. The foundation has granted over 2,000 scholarships totaling over $35 million since 2000. Today, the need is as great as ever, and we plan to continue this program with your generous support. We have planned an enjoyable evening, but first I'd like to acknowledge the celebration chairmen who have worked so hard to make this weekend possible. In alphabetical order, they are Michael Arena, Marketing Co-Chair; Leonard DeLuca, Media Chair; Monsignor Jamie, Mass Chair; Anthony Giordano, Journal Chair; Anthony Napoli, Gala Chair; Michael Padone, Marketing Chair; Jody Police, Fundraising Chair; Michael Sapricone, Parade Co-Chair; Aldo Varelli, Parade Co-Chair. I would also like to thank the dedicated staff led by Lisa Ackerman, our Executive Director. Maria Bartiromo will be tonight's Master of Ceremonies and co-anchor of the parade. She is a member of the Foundation's Board of Governors and a past Grand Marshal. She is an iconic, pioneering financial journalist who has never lost her contact with her roots, her family, her heritage. And we are very proud that she is the face of the Columbus Citizens Foundation. Now it's my great pleasure to introduce our president, Christopher Lo-Icanio.
Good evening and welcome. Welcome members, welcome special guests. As president, I'm grateful to my fellow members for their steadfast support of the foundation and its programs. Their dedication to promoting Italian American culture and heritage inspires us all to contribute to the philanthropic and fraternal missions of this organization. Each year is an honor to bring attention to an extraordinary Grand Marshal and honoree. This year is no exception. And you'll hear more about the lifetime achievements, both professional and philanthropic, of Tom Golisano. Yes. And Bill Emilio. Our shared culture, our legacy binds us here at CCF, but it's the actions and accomplishments of our community as a whole that fortify us. This evening, I'd like to read, and I have to say I'm surprised to be able to read this evening, a proclamation on Columbus Day from President Biden. A tremendous grassroots effort was led by a gentleman named Basil Russo, who runs an Italian organization, and Basil has been writing to the White House for months. And I have to say, I would have lost this bet. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to read the President's proclamation. In 1492, Christopher Columbus sailed from the Spanish port of Palos de la Frontera on behalf of Queen Isabella I and King Ferdinand II, but his roots trace back to Genoa, Italy. The story of his journey remains a source of pride for many Italian Americans whose families also crossed the Atlantic. His voyage inspired many others to follow and ultimately contributed to the founding of America, which has been a beacon for immigrants across the world. Many of these immigrants were Italian, and for generations, Italian immigrants have harnessed the courage to leave so much behind, driven by their faith in the American dream to build a new life of hope and possibility in the United States. Today, Italian Americans are leaders in all fields, including government, health, business, innovation, and culture. Things have not always been easy. Prejudice and violence have stalled the promise of equal opportunity. In fact, Columbus Day was created by President Harrison in 1892 in response to anti-Italian motivated lynching of 11 Italian Americans in New Orleans in 1891. During World War II, Italian Americans were even targeted as enemy aliens. But the hard work and dedication to community, the leadership of Italian Americans in every industry, make our country stronger, more prosperous, and more vibrant. The Italian American community is also a cornerstone of our nation's close and enduring relationship with Italy, a vital NATO ally and a European Union partner. Today, the partnership between Italy and the United States is at the heart of our efforts to tackle most pressing global challenges of our time, including supporting Ukraine as it defends its freedom and democracy. In commemoration of Christopher Columbus's historic 530 years ago voyage, Congress, by joint resolution of April 30th, 1934, modified in 1968 as amended, has requested the President proclaim the second Monday of October each year as Columbus Day. Now, therefore, I, Joseph R. Biden, Jr., President of the United States, do hereby proclaim October 10, 2022 as Columbus Day. I direct that the flag of the United States be displayed in all public buildings on that appointed day in honor of our diverse history and all who have contributed to our nation. Thank you, President Biden. And with that, we have a special guest this evening. Please devote your attention to the podium as I welcome Governor of the State of New York, Kathy Hochul.
Buonasera. You enjoying your evening, everyone? What a beautiful gathering. It's so great to see everybody in person once again after that long hiatus. First of all, I was touched by hearing President Biden's message. I had just spent some time with him literally 2 days ago as we celebrated a $20 billion investment in IBM, not far from here in Poughkeepsie, which I think is quite extraordinary. And that was on top of a $100 billion investment by Micron that Texas thought was going to them. So I'm here to say that New York State is alive and well. So this is just a continuation of that. We know it's important to us here in the state of New York. And I honor this organization. I come here with a profound sense of respect for your challenges in trying to keep the traditions enduring, to pass them on to family and generations to come. And I want to thank everyone who's part of the Columbus celebration here today as I look forward to marching once again. The Columbus Day Parade was one of the very first official acts I did as your new governor a year ago. I look forward to visiting again and marching again with great pride as I walk with all of you. And also to talk about how this organization is so critically important to the identity of New York State. Because although it's not properly celebrated this way, Italians are the largest ethnic group in the entire state of New York. And I'm proud of that. I am proud of that. And I'm also very proud of the fact that my brand new baby granddaughter is half Italian, because my son had the wisdom to marry a beautiful Italian woman. So I feel part of the family. I feel part of the family now. I am also grateful to have had the opportunity to support the enduring need to have next generations understand Italian-American heritage. And that's why we are very proud at the time of St. Joseph's Table when I welcome many of you into my office to talk about how we can make sure that people never forget the struggles, but also the triumphs of the Italian-American family. And I'm so looking forward to, in the spring of 2023, cutting the ribbon on the Italian-American Museum right here in Little Italy. So that's going to happen. That is happening. We're going to get that finished, get that over the finish line. So I also just want to commend some individuals who become dear friends of mine and people that I just have tremendous admiration for. Larry Ariana, I want to thank you for what you've done as working as part of our weekend celebration here, keeping the traditions going. Chris Loiacano, Lisa Ackerman, and also our honoree, Tom Golisano. I know what his political involvement was many generations ago, or a generation ago, but also he was the creator of a business that really helped upstate economy back when it was struggling, because I'm from Buffalo, and he did a big job with Paychecks in Rochester, New York, and we are grateful for your investments in upstate New York, Tom Golisano. Marion Pardo, the chair of the Columbus Citizens Foundation, and a dear friend also, Angelo Bibolo, who promises me I'm going to get to see not one but two of his granddaughters as we march again in the parade. And Jody Police, who've embraced me like a sister. I thank her for her support as well. So I want you to continue with this celebration knowing that you have a governor that, as much as I may not be Italian, I am a little bit Irish, a lot of it Irish. And I will make an observation. I cherish my culture, my tradition as well, but I don't remember a single day when we all said, let's go out for Irish. So I'm going to continue to say, I am part of the Italian family. I celebrate the food, the music. I remember going through, spending some time in Lucca as we visited and hearing the beautiful opera music through the streets, and it just lifts your soul. And my father celebrated his 80th birthday not long ago, and the only place he wanted to go was back to Italy. And we went to all the regions and with my family, a large family, and I had a chance to introduce our grandchildren. And it was just a wonderful experience, and I want to make sure that that continues as well. So for a community that felt under siege for a long time when my poor immigrant grandparents found their way here to make a new life, and the sign said, Irish need not apply, I do feel some empathy and understanding of the challenges of the Italian-American community in the early days, but also they are enduring. Let's acknowledge that there is still bigotry out there and hatred. And together we rise up celebrating all of our cultures, all of our identities, because that is what makes New York State so uniquely magnificent. So I'm honored to be your governor. I look forward to marching with all of you, and I hope you all have a spectacular evening. Thank you very much. I do have a proclamation Mine's a little bit longer than President Biden's, so I'm going to spare you the reading of it, okay? You owe me one, but I'm not going to read all this to you. But I assure you it says wonderful things about the Italian community, and you can all read it in your spare time.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our host for this evening, Maria Bartiromo.
Thank you, Governor, the President. This is our night. Good evening, everyone. It is great to be with you tonight. I am so happy once again to host the 78th Annual Columbus Citizens Foundation Celebration Gala. This is a celebration of our pride and our values, our heritage, culture, and traditions. I look forward to this night all year, every year. You should know that the proceeds of tonight's event go to the Columbus Citizens Foundation Scholarship Program, which has granted students of Italian heritage the ability to achieve their educational goals. We're very proud of that. This night is always so personal to me as well. The entire weekend means so much to me. I think it is Angelo Vivolo, 25 years of me taking my family here every year. My dad loved this night so much, so it truly is so meaningful to me. And I want to thank all of you for being here tonight so that we can honor and cherish our traditions. Unfortunately, my father passed away earlier this year in January. But this was my dad's favorite night. He's been here literally all 25 years. He would look forward to coming here, and he taught me so much about working hard, about family, about togetherness, God, and that's why I wanted to continue the tradition and make sure that I was here tonight, because I know that he's looking down on us right now, wishing us well, wishing he could be here, but probably cooking up a storm in heaven for everybody, maybe with some of your parents and grandparents who have left us. I have contentment in my heart knowing that I did everything I could to be good to my father, including exposing him to all of you and bringing him here every year to celebrate Columbus weekend. So thank you. It is my honor and privilege to ask you to sit back and relax. We have an incredible program tonight. We are celebrating once again the success of our community. We have a great, delicious menu and an amazing band, so please relax, enjoy the festivities as I note some very special people we have in the audience this evening. I see many past Columbus Citizen Foundation presidents, Marion Pardo, Angelo Vivolo, Lou Tallerini, and of course, Larry Ariana. In attendance tonight also are honored guests, the Archbishop Gabriel Giordano Chacha, Consul General of Italy in New York, Fabrizio Di Michele, General Fabrizio Parulli, Senator of the Italian Republic, Francesca Aldarisi, Italian Trade Commissioner Antonio Laspina, Director of the New York Italian Cultural Institute, Professor Fabio Finotti, former Commissioner of the New York City Fire Department, Danielle A. Nigro, and I would also like to thank two honored guests tonight who are here with us, who have assisted and will assist with two important elements of the celebration. We want to thank Bishop DiMarzio for delivering the homily for the Columbus Day Mass at St. Patrick's. And we want to thank Monsignor Jamie Giganatiello for blessing our wreath-laying ceremony at Columbus Circle on Sunday morning. Now please join me in welcoming Krista Dalmazio to the stage to perform the Italian National Anthem and the American National Anthem. You can find the lyrics to the Italian National Anthem on the back of your program.
si cinta la testa, dove la vittoria le porga la chioma, che schiava di Roma e Dio la creò. Stringiamoci corte, siamo pronti alla morte, siamo pronti alla morte, l'Italia chiamò. Stringiamoci corte, siamo pronti alla morte, siamo pronti alla morte, l'Italia chiamò. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So beautiful. Please join me now in welcoming Father Zechariah Prezuti, S.J., who will deliver the invocation before we enjoy our first course tonight.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be with you here tonight. It is a unique occasion to be in New York City in the same room of someone who knows my own hometown, Mr. Golisano, and his work and studies at Alfred State. I'm from Belmont, New York, in Allegheny County, so I'm so grateful to be in the same room with you. Thank you. Mr. Emilio, thank you so much for all your good work and care for the people around us. Let us bow our heads and pray for God's blessing. We praise you, O God. We praise you this evening for our Italian-American heritage. We talk with our hands, and we talk in very close proximity to one another, and we love pasta. We praise you for all the gifts that you so lavish upon us. We thank you for all that you have made this evening possible, and most especially the good work of the Columbus Citizens Foundation and their support of scholarships for Italian-American students. Today, in a special way, we give praise and thanksgiving for the life of Mr. Golisano and Mr. Emilio and all their good work from Cambodia to all around the state of New York to all around this country. We praise you, for they are wonderfully made. We praise you because we recognize the gift, the giver in the gift. Thank you for the abundance of your blessings, and give us the courage to pass along the gift of your love to all those who are most in need. Bless this food that we are about to receive. Bless this evening together, and never let us be parted from you. May the souls of the faithful departed, through the mercy of God the Father, rest in peace. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Mangiamo.